early light, what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave.
Ready to play some baseball here in Altoona as your Reading Fightin Phils have 4 more games left here on the season. They take on the AA Pirates today. Just the start time coming up in a couple of minutes. The Fightin Phils, a tough game yesterday. They were shut out 8-0 to Altoona. They only had 5 hits. They couldn't bring in a run. They struck out 12 times. The pitching gave up 8 runs. They made 2 errors in the field. So today is going to be a better day for sure. Although they will be facing top pitching prospect for the Pirates system, Quinn Priester, number 3, and the highest-ranked pitcher in their system, just on his 22nd birthday today. Priester has a 2.13 ERA and 70 2/3 innings of work this summer here, all in AA. Did have a couple of rehab starts coming off the injured list to start the season, but really the bulk of the work being done here in AA. He'll be throwing to Andy Rodriguez back behind the plate. Messiah making his debut for the series. Out in center field, Matt Frazier, and right Lolo Sanchez. Over at third, another debut for the series is Josh Bissonette at short. Leover Peguero at second, Aaron Shackelford, and at first, Malcolm Nunez. Mitch Tresiak calling the balls and strikes back behind the plate. Shifting to third base is Kevin Manzuk, and down the first base line is Harley Acosta. As first base coach Mike Jones heads out, and Sean Williams, the manager, down the third base coach's box. The Fightin Phils will, as always, send Johann Rojas to lead things off. Carlos De La Cruz batting second, and Wendell Rijo in that 3-hole. Quinn Priester on his birthday gets a ground ball chipped to third. On the run, Bissonette to throw over to first. And although Rojas tries to run it out, he just can't get there in time. And on one pitch, there is 1 out here for Quinn Priester. He's having a heck of a series, not only a 2.13 ERA, but he often goes deep into the game, 6, maybe 7 innings of work. Efficient, has only thrown 91 pitches at a start so far this season, and his 15th start here and now. He'll be throwing to Carlos De La Cruz, gets a first pitch strike, 93 fastball at the knees. Down 0-1. 70 strikeouts to just 20 walks as De La Cruz makes contact, fouling it back. Big swing and a miss, going off speed, and De La Cruz strikes out on 3 straight pitches. And there is out number 2 here for Quinn Priester. Fans out in droves today to watch him pitch.
Third baseman, number 5, Wendell
And celebrate Mountain City here in Altoona as they dress as Mountain City. Curve every Thursday this summer, a tribute to the first baseball team that originated here in Altoona as Wendell Rijo takes a fastball inside. That was an 1800s baseball team. They played about 25 games before they folded, but it's a cool tribute to some vintage baseball here and what originated out in Altoona. Plus, the beautiful mountains in the background, the Allegheny Mountains overlooking this ballpark. It's named best view a couple times for a reason. 2-0. Hits the outside corner, 93. And it's 2-1. Rijo chips this deep in the hole, diving, and it gets past Peguero. Safe at first is Wendell Rijo, and he gets himself a hit here with 2 outs in the top of the first inning.
Designated hitter number 13.
The Fightin' Phils dressing as the Hot Dogs today for a number of reasons. One, you can only bring 3 jerseys with you on the road, and they sold the road grays before coming to the ballpark today at home last week, so they couldn't bring those. They brought the navies, and they brought the luchadors, which were black. The other option was the black throwback R-Train jerseys, as Jalen Ortiz takes a ball outside, but unfortunately that would be the same color as the luchadors, black, and so that wouldn't have really made sense in the color scheme, and they had to wear a different color than dark tops today to offset the Mountain City curve, and so they're going with the red hot dogs today, hoping that will bring them some luck this season. The Fightin' Phils are 5-7 as the Hot Dogs, but the first time they wear them on the road. 2 balls here to Ortiz. Runner on first is Wendell Rijo looking to drum up some action here with 2 outs in the top of the first. Jalen connects deep to right field. Sanchez coming over. It's in foul territory, but it's going to end up about 2 rows into the bleacher seats. And we'll go again. Rijo getting some information from Mike Jones down there with 2 outs. He'll be going on contact. No score, top of the first inning here. A beautiful afternoon in Altoona, Pennsylvania. Priester out of the stretch here. Rijo going. The throw down by Rodriguez is high, and Rijo steals his 24th bag here in Double-A. He gets himself into scoring position, and Jalen Ortiz takes a ball upstairs. It is 3-1. Priester hitting 94 with his highest fastball thrown today. Priester leans over now, the baseball in his right hand, glove at his hip as he gets the sign from Rodriguez. Now he stands tall, looks back at second, 3-1 into Ortiz. He turns on it, line drive to left. Wilson coming in, he dives for it and comes up with the baseball. Macias in left field makes an excellent head-first play and robs Jalen Ortiz of a hit and the Fightins of a run. Top of the first, Redding gets a hit, but they can't drive anybody home on a web gem by Macias in left. And now we head into the bottom of the first, scoreless in Altoona.
You have the best seats to watch all the action.
Hey, psst, yeah, you. You want to buy some low-priced groceries? Just follow me into this well-lit Lidl grocery store. Here at Lidl, we buy in bulk and cut down on costs wherever possible. Then we pass the savings on to you. Trust me, everything's done totally legit and above board. Nothing to be worried about. Yep, Lidl's pretty great. It's just your run-of-the-mill grocery store, except with way lower prices. Lidl. Suspiciously low-priced groceries.
The Reading Fightin' Phils, in conjunction with Savage Auto Group Fiesta Fridays, are proud to partner with eXp Realty Associate Broker Alex Patansis throughout the 2022 season. Visit Alex's convenient website at brgpa.com and search for your perfect home today. His custom search bar makes house hunting online easier than ever, and he's there to answer all your questions. Call Alex today at 610-926-8610. eXp Realty Associate Broker Alex Patansis is a proud partner of the Reading Fightin' Phils and all 11 Savage Auto Group Fiesta Friday games during the 2022 season. eXp Realty Group and Alex Patansis, where every move matters. Highline Merchandising, formerly Textiles, is your local small business company that provides screen printing, design, and merchandising services for local, national, and international businesses, bands, shows, and festivals, including 7-time Emmy Award-winning show Schitt's Creek and Unsolved Mysteries. Visit our website at highlinemerchandising.com.
Man, what a seriously impressive play from Messiah out in left field to end the top of the first. So scoreless, we go into the bottom half. Taylor Layman getting his 4th consecutive spot start for the Fightin' Phils as he comes home a fastball called strike on the outside corner. Liover Peguero leading things off. Aaron Shackelford batting second, and Andy Rodriguez in the 3 spot. It's Herbert Iser back behind the dish today. Lefty here. As the southpaw hits again for a called strike. Ethan Wilson out in left, Johann Rojas in center, and Carlos De La Cruz in right field. Wendell Rijo shifting to third base. Sal Gazzo making his series debut at shortstop. Kevin Vicuna at second, and Aldrim Corda at first. This is lined right in front of Ethan Wilson. He grabs it on a hop, but a leadoff single for Liover Peguero puts a runner on. Now, Taylor Layman has been very impressive for the Fightin' Phils this season. His ERA really doesn't do justice to what he has accomplished. It was just one bad outing where he gave up 6 runs. If you take that out of his line, I mean, he has let up just 2 earned runs then this season. And I think that that can probably just be ignored, in my opinion, because of the rest of the work that he has done this summer, including these 3 consecutive spot starts, filling in for the Fightins where he's needed, where he's allowed just 3 hits and struck out 11 in 6 innings of work. Runner on, nobody out. Shackelford takes a first pitch strike. Lefty kicks and fires upstairs. 1-1. Layman last summer was all starting, then had to go and get Tommy John surgery, was on the injured list for quite some time, and came back and relegated to the bullpen, and it's actually been working really well. I mean, a hard-throwing lefty in the bullpen, always needed anywhere you go, as he fires over to first. Corridor puts the tag, but it's not in time. 75 degrees here in Altoona. Wind blowing about 5 miles an hour out to center field. And shadows starting to come across the ballpark. Not really clouds in the sky today. It is picture perfect here in Mountain City. Runner going. It's popped up. It's foul. And it's right on the roof of the press box. You can hear it bounce off, probably on the crowd mic, and we'll have to go back. Peguero, 27 stolen bases in 33 attempts this season. So we'll see if he tries for second another time as the count moves now to 1-2. This is chipped back foul again. He'll keep his count. Solid amount of fans here in the crowd. Like I said, for a weekday, it's not too bad. They have that guy Andy from The Office here. And it is Roberto Clemente Day, which obviously very important to the Pittsburgh community. So a lot of Clemente jerseys out in the crowd. I'm trying to see if they have his number retired here. Usually they have that posted in the outfield. I have to imagine that it is. Chip back foul again. It's his number's retired in Reading. It's just that number and Mike Schmidt. Those are the only 2. But I don't see it out there. I have their media guide here, so I can check that in between innings. But 21, that was Clemente's number. Runner on first. 1-2 gets him down in the dirt to Chase and Shackelford after fouling a bunch of them off. Gets the final out. Final strike, and there is out number 1. Here's Andy Rodriguez with 1 away here in the bottom of the first, scoreless in Baseball Town. Liover Peguero in Baseball Town. I wish that's where we were. Man, we're in Toontown, as they call it. Liover Peguero out on first. Here is Andy Rodriguez from the right side as he takes an off-speed pitch back foul. Peguero looked like he was going there. He's going to go back. Layman looks over at first, the lefty, a good vantage point. Peguero going, the throw down from Iser, bounces in the dirt. Gazzo with the tag. And I guess he's wearing a different number out there. Oh, there he is, 7. So, Layover Peguero steals a bag, and it puts him in scoring position here, breaking up the double play. It was a ball upstairs to Rodriguez, so the count moves 1-1. This is a fly ball out to right field. Carlos De La Cruz is there to make the catch, and he sends it in quickly, but Peguero even faster. A fly ball allows him to tag up and move to third, and so now the Curve have a runner 90 feet from home as they threaten to get on the base pass first. Here we go, retired numbers. Flipping to page 93. There you go, right there, number 21, Roberto Clemente. Obviously, can't wear Jackie Robinson either, so there's 8 other numbers that are retired here in Toontown. Runner on third, 2 outs. Here is Matt Gorski. Takes a 94-mile-an-hour fastball to the outside corner for strike 1. Honus Wagner, probably the only other recognizable name on that list. Just a little outside. 1-1. Scoreless here in the bottom of the first inning. Both teams have had 1 hit. But the Curve has Peguero out on third. Infield, outfield, back deep to Gorski. Fly ball deep to left. Going back, Rojas, he is there to make the catch. And both teams get a hit, but they can't drive in a run. Scoreless to the second we go here in Altoona.
The award-winning Reading Hospital Tower Health Character Pool Party provides an unforgettable night out with your family and friends. Enjoy a baseball game while swimming in the 87-degree heated pool directly behind the right field home run wall. Plus, 2.5 hours of all-you-can-eat buffet and photos and autographs with the crazy hot dog vendor and the Fightin' Phil's mascot band. Regular season tickets are $31 per person for groups of 20 or more. Give us a call today at 610-370-BALL.
For top-flight local jobs, go with who you know. J.P. Mascaro & Sons, a leading waste removal company. To meet today's employment and service demands brought on by the pandemic, Mascaro is upgrading its already highly competitive employee wage and benefit package for drivers, collection crew helpers, and other positions. Call 888-MASCARO, M-A-S-C-A-R-O, for details. Work for an established local family business committed to its employees. Again, call 888-MASCARO today or apply online at www.jpmascaro.com. Highline Merchandising, formerly Textiles, is your local small business company that provides...
Here we go into the top of the second. Scoreless. Both teams did a hit and a base runner, but nobody could drive them in. And so the Fightin' Phils will get another opportunity to bat here. They'll send up Ethan Wilson, Aldrum Corridor, and Kevin Vicuna and try to make some magic happen here over Quinn Priester, who worked very quickly in the first, just 13 offerings, although Taylor Layman not far behind him with 15 pitches. Priester started off the season with an oblique strain on the injured list, came back to rehab on June 9th, and officially back on the active roster on June 16th. So only missing about 2 months of work here. This is his 15th start this season as he gets a first pitch strike to the lefty, Wilson. Wilson crushes deep to right field. Sanchez back at the wall. It's gone. Willie gets the job done. A solo shot here. And the Fightin's up 1-0. Just the 4th homer allowed by Quinn Priester here today. The entire season just for Ethan Wilson has one of them as he takes him deep to right. Pull side for the lefty. And right in that corner. Exit below 100. Distance 393. And the Fightins are on the board. Corridor pokes this the opposite way. A line drive drops in right field. Back-to-back hits for the Fightins here. Puts a runner on now with nobody out for Kevin Vicuna.
Second baseman, number 3, Kevin Vicuna.
That was Willie's first Double-A homer. Very impressive. Up the middle, right back to the pitcher. Over to the second baseman, on to first, but Vicuna runs it out there, so they just get the leading runner in corridor on the force out. 1-4 in your scorebooks if you're following along. Kevin Vicuna reaching on a fielder's choice. Hustled out of that batter's box and broke up a double play to keep a runner on the base pass. Here is Herbert Iser from the left side. Iser takes a fastball down and away. This one's outside. 1-1. The Fightin' Phils lead 1-0 on Ethan Wilson's first home run here in Double-A. Kevin Vicuna out on first, 1 out. Chip down the right side, foul. Wilson had quite a number of home runs in high A jersey, 7. So that is his 8th on the season. Pickoff attempt going back to Vicuna over at first. He's got good speed on him, 9 stolen bases this season. Takes a pretty good lead off of first. Redding will be aggressive on the base pass. Another pickoff attempt. He dives back in time, and now that's 2 step-offs here for the pitcher, Priester. And Kevin is going to take that into account here. He's up and going. But fouled back by Iser. He's going to have to go back. Fastball misses outside, 2-2. And Herbert Iser staying in this at-bat. Vicuna going again. It's tipped back foul. This time a little bit closer to fair territory, trying to right the ship. Crushed up the middle. Good play by Peguero, diving for Vicuna, but he can't find him, and both runners are safe. Peguero tried to tag Vicuna as he slid into second.
The shortstop, number 7, Sal Gozo.
And here is Sal Gazzo from the left side. The switch hitter will come up with 2 on. And just 1 out here as Peguero is struggling to get up. Out on second, Vicuna safe at first is Iser. Doesn't get credit for that as a hit since the play tried to be made at second. It is just a fielder's choice. A first pitch strike to Gazzo. Helped out Jersey Shore in their final few weeks of the season when Casey Martin was hit by a pitch. And then back to us here to spend the rest of the summer. Sent back foul for strike 2. Fightin' Phil's lead 1-0 on Wilson's homer. Salgazzo chases down in the dirt, and there is strike 3 for out number 2. Here in the second strikeout for Priester as we go to the top of the order with Johann Rojas. Fightin's trying not to strand too many on the base pass here. They've got 2 on. And 2 outs leading by 1, but certainly an opportunity to keep the line moving here. Both runners going on contact as Rojas takes a swinging strike on a fastball. Chases an off-speed pitch for strike 2. Rojas grounded out to third his first time up. He's got 2 on and 2 out. Coming set on the first base side. Priester looks back at second. Out of the stretch, here's the 0-2. Up the middle goes Rojas, and it gets through. Vicuna being waved home. They're going to make a play for it at third. Caught in a run down is Iser. They'll tag him out, but the run counts. And so Johann Rojas will get credit for an RBI single that makes it 2-0 Fightins as we head into the bottom of the second. Reading on top. Taylor Layman comes back out for the bottom of the second with 15 pitches under his belt. He allowed just 1 hit, but kept the curve off the board. So the Fightins now lead 2-0 with Ethan Wilson's solo homer and Rojas' RBI single. And they'll look to keep that here in the bottom of the second. A ball and a strike to Malcolm Nunez. Line drive dropping in front of Wilson on the left side, and another leadoff base hit for the curve. We'll see if Layman can pitch around that as he did so in the first inning. He'll probably only get 2 innings of work and a spot start today, so see how efficient he can be with those 2. Fightin stacking hard against the number 3 prospect for the Pirates, Quinn Priester, the righty starter. Impressed that they've already gotten 2 runs off of him. He has been on fire this season. The last time he's allowed 2 runs was a month ago. And he hasn't allowed more than 3 earned runs since he's been activated as a part of Altoona's roster this entire summer. Redding's already got 2, and we're only in the second. Layman looks over at first, ground ball over to short. Gazzo to Vicuna, on to first, a big double play. Makes 2 outs on the base paths and cleans things up here for Taylor Layman as Lolo Sanchez comes up. And who knows if he's really efficient. Perhaps he'll get a 3rd inning of work, although usually Sean Williams goes 2-2-2 for everybody on the bullpen games. But seems like it's going to be our final bullpen game of the summer since we have starters slated for the X3 contest. Painter tomorrow, Abel on Saturday, and Lindau on Sunday to wrap things up. First pitch inside, a ball to Lolo Sanchez. He had a solo homer in the game last night in the 8th inning. Infield, outfield, playing straight up here. Sanchez chips it back foul. The count evens at 1. Nobody on and 2 outs here for Lolo Sanchez. Ground ball right side. Vicuna gobbles it up onto first. And Taylor Layman needs just 6 pitches to get out of the second scoreless. My, oh my, we're cruising today. Top of the 3rd, Reading up 2-0.
White Star Tours and Travel Centers offers the R-Phils fan road trip again this season. It's your chance to hit the road with other R-Phils fans, see an R-Phils road game, meet with an R-Phils player, and see 2 Philadelphia Phillies road games. The White Star R-Phils fan road trip visits Erie and Pittsburgh, Thursday, July 28th through Sunday, July 31st. You see the R-Phils at Erie, meet with an R-Phils player or coach, then head to Pittsburgh for a tour of the city, including the Incline, and a ride on the Yankee Clipper riverboat. You will attend 2 Phillies games versus the Pirates on Friday and Saturday before traveling home Sunday with a stop at the Flight 93 National Memorial. Visit the customer service booth for more info on the White Star R-Phils fan road trip to Erie and Pittsburgh. Space is very limited. Sign up today.
Nursing home neglect is a serious problem. If you or a loved one has suffered from bed sores obtained in a nursing home or a fall down in a nursing home resulting in a fracture, our friends at Swartz Culleton can help. Call the attorneys at Swartz Culleton for a free consultation. Their phone number is 1-800-JUSTICE. That's 1-800-587-8423. Once again, call 1-800-JUSTICE today. Swartz Culleton is a proud sponsor of the Reading Fightin' Phils.
Into the top of the 3rd we go. Reading up 2-0 over the Altoona Curve, and Taylor Layman looking impressive in his 2 innings of work. But now somebody's up in the bullpen on our bullpen day as Carlos De La Cruz steps in here on the right side for the 2nd time today. He struck out on 3 pitches. That won't happen this time as he grounds over to Peguero at short on to first, and there is out number 1. Not exactly what I meant. I was going to say that he took a ball on the first pitch, but nevertheless, there is an out as Wendell Rijo comes up to bat with a single already under his belt today. First pitch from Quinn Priester has allowed 2 runs on 4 hits so far today. 36th offering coming in as he misses below the knees. 2-0. Sun beginning to set here, shadows all across the field except for little slice out in left. And that's where Wendell Rio puts this baseball. Hugs the left field line as it goes to the corner. He is going to take two. And a double for Wendell Rio as he points to the sky out at second. Puts him in scoring position here for Jalen Ortiz. And already the Fightin' Phils have the same amount of hits as they had yesterday, 5 in 2 1/3. Quick meeting on the mound as the catcher Andy Rodriguez coming out to talk to Quinn Priester. Today is his 22nd birthday. Ortiz, the designated hitter today, chases a breaking ball down and away for strike one. Runner out on second. Wendell Rio already stolen a base in the contest today as Jalen takes a called strike inside. And he falls down 0-2. The lights have come on here at People's Natural Gas Field. Should play at least another hour in the light. Breaking ball misses way outside, 1-2. That roller coaster in right field lit up yesterday. I'm thinking it must be only going on the weekends. But we'll have to see what happens tonight. There is a little amusement park right outside the confines. They've got bumper cars and things of that nature as Ortiz ahead of the off-speed pitch. And he goes down swinging. There is out number 2 here in the third. Ethan Wilson coming up for a second time today. Already had a long ball his first time up, sending it deep to right field. Steps in the lefty batter's box deep and crowding the plate with Wendell Rio out on second and 2 away here, top of the third. The Fightins lead 2-0. And we'll see if Priester gives him anything to try to hit as he sends that fastball outside. First round pick in 2019, 18th overall is Quinn Priester out of Glendale Heights, Illinois. Looks back at Rio on second, comes home, clipping the outside corner. 1-1. His third season in professional ball. And a good one at that. Drafted right out of high school. Wilson way ahead of the off-speed pitch. 1-2. Ranked as the best curveball in the Pirates minor league system. Been a part of a no-hitter out in Bradenton, which is the low A team, which was the first ever in his career. Looking back at Rio on second, 2 outs here. And Wilson up at the plate. Here's the 1-2. Chases for strike 3. Back-to-back Ks. Puts 4 on the board for Priester. The Fightin' Phils get another hit, but they'll keep just their 2-run lead as we go into the bottom of the third. We'll have a new pitcher here for the Fightins.
Join us as we celebrate Reading's Hispanic and Latino culture during 12 Friday home games this season. With Savage 61 Fiesta Fridays presented by eXp Realty, Breakthrough Beverage, Humane Pennsylvania, Origlio Beverage, and Mal Beer. Fiesta Fridays feature special Los Luchador de Reading uniforms, Hispanic and Latino food and music, and other cultural elements throughout the ballpark. Get your tickets now by calling 610-370-BALL or visiting us at the Weidenhammer ticket office at FirstEnergy Stadium.
ROG Orthodontics is the proud official partner of the ROG Orthodontics Fightin' Phils Kids Club. Join today at Fightins.com to get your free ROG Orthodontics Kids Club t-shirt and visit FantasticSmiles.com for more information on why ROG Orthodontics is voted #1 in Berks and Monco. ROG Orthodontics and the Fightin' Phils, 2 great hometown partners.
Savage Auto Group is a proud sponsor of Fiesta Fridays. Enjoy an Art Phil's game, great food, music, and entertainment. The team will play in their Los Luchadores de Reading Latino tribute uniforms. Visit Timmy Profit and Savage Auto Group, Pennsylvania's most awarded dealership for all your automotive needs.
Into the bottom of the 3rd inning. And Adam Leverett comes out for the Fightin' Phils here on a bullpen day. Taylor Layman has 2 clean innings, 2 hits, no runs, no walks, 1 strikeout, and he does it on just 23 pitches, which is really very impressive. And it gives the Fightin' Phils a 2-0 lead, and we'll see what Adam Leverett can do out of the bullpen here, as he sees Matt Frazier, Josh Bissonette, and then the top of the order with Leover Peguero looking to keep this lead by the Fightins. Righty on lefty matchup here for Leverett. Switching from the lefty to the righty, Frazier takes a swinging strike. The Fightin' Phils 2 runs on 5 hits with Ethan Wilson's solo shot and an RBI single from Johann Rojas. No runs on 2 hits for the Altoona Curve, and not even just clean defensive work, but very impressive defensive work by both of these teams here today, as this ball is sent back foul for a strike, 1-2. Chip back foul into the netting behind home plate. Puts him ahead in the count, 1-2. Frazier in search of 100 hits on the season. He has 4 more games to come up with 7, which is definitely doable as he sits at 93 here for his team. 1-2. Right back up the middle. Kevin Vicuna backhand from the seated position. A good play. I should take responsibility for that. A base hit allows Matt Frazier to reach. Good effort there by Kevin Vicuna to try to come over and even make contact with the baseball deep behind second. And a good throw over to first it was, just not in time. And so that'll put a runner on here to start off the 3rd. Here is Josh Bissonette. Inside. Ball 1. Iron Pigs beginning their game out in Rochester 0-0 in the top of the 3rd. And a really cool thing happening in Rochester today. They are honoring Daniel Brito, as he was there playing his last game when he collapsed on the field. And Rochester really was a big hero to the Phillies system in helping out Daniel Brito, making sure that he was okay. And the hospital out in Rochester really doing him such a service, and Daniel went back there to thank them and was honored before tonight's game out in Rochester, and appreciate their sincerity and help in the situation. And Brito back on his feet now. Unbelievable story. Pickoff attempt. Leverett checks on the runner at first, but he is back in time. 1-1 comes home in for a good strike. 91. 1-2. Phillies beginning their game out in Miami after having an awesome win yesterday. 6-1. Bryce Harper, his 100th home run as a Philly. JT Realmuto had 2 as well. They're scoreless in the top of the 1st inning. This is fouled back by Josh Bissonette. He'll get to go again. Noah Syndergaard on the bump for the Big Phils today. And with Jersey Shore and Clearwater all done their season, just 3 of us left to play. Ground ball left side, Gazzo there, over to Vicuna, on to first, another double play for the Fightins. 6-4-3 for the second time today, and they clear the base pass, putting 2 outs on the board. Just before we go back to the top of the order, here is Leover Peguero. First pitch to the righty batter. Below the knees, ball 1. Lev goes off speed and he gets a strike 1-1. I was talking to Adam actually yesterday about how his transition to the bullpen has been going, because he made 12 starts to open the season and then transitioned, and he said, he's really liking the spontaneity of it all, but certainly has a lot to work on. So much different in being a reliever, you kind of really gas it up for, 2 innings of work. Maybe 3, since he's got a little endurance. The 2-1 hits the off-speed pitch on the outside corner, 2-2. So he's got a lot to learn in that regard, but he's really enjoying it. And I think it's worked out well for him, because he's been very impressive down the stretch out of the pen. Peguero checks his swing. It bounces off the knob of his bat. Called strike 3, outside corner, 92-mile-an-hour fastball, and Herbert Heiser already back to the dugout as Lev picks up a strikeout to end the inning. And he keeps the Mountain City Curve off the scoreboard. Reading leads 2-0. Top of the 4th coming up here in Toontown.
Gear up for Fightin' Phil's season. Visit the Brentwood Industries Fightin' Phil's team store at FirstEnergy Stadium, or check out our online store 24 hours a day, 7 days a week at rphils.com/shop. We have a wide variety of Fightin' Phil's hats, t-shirts, kids apparel, and more. Looking for something new? Check out our latest selections of Los Luchadores de Reading and Reading Hot Dogs gear, plus throwback, black, R-Train, R-Phil's attire. Root for your Fightins in style. Stop by the Brentwood Industries Fightins team store or rphils.com/shop.
The sound of an ice-cold Corona is music to my ears. Oh, run that back. Dope. Now drop that beat. And hit me with the hook, player. Hey, whatever you do with your fine life, just do you, player. Relax responsibly. Corona Extra Beer, imported by Crown Imports, Chicago, Illinois.
The Fightin' Phils know who to call for trash and recycling services. A proven winner, JP Mascaro & Sons. The industry leader for over 50 years. Trust the familiar Mascaro Blue Elephant to provide dependable, quality service for your home or business. That's JP Mascaro & Sons, one of the top companies in its industry. Trash and recycling services for home, business, and industry. We are hiring and have open positions in Berks County. Check our website for open positions at jpmascaro.com or call 1-888-MASCARO. JP Mascaro & Sons, ready to serve you.
Aldrum Corridor leading off the Fightin' Phils here. They're up 2-0 over the Altoona Curve as Quinn Priester still out, sends a first pitch strike to the lefty. Aldrum turns on this one, popping down the left field side, in foul territory. Coming over is Messiah, but he can't make the grab. It bounces off the end of his glove and into the stands. And that's that. Just a foul ball. Could have been something more. But Corridor down just 0-2. He'll get another opportunity here. And there is strike 3 as he heads back into the dugout without number 1. Fifth strikeout for Priester. The last 3 batters he's seen have struck out. And here is Kevin Vicuna. Vicuna takes some hefty swing down 0-1. Deep in the hole right side, it gets through. Past the second baseman, Shackelford. And a base hit for Kevin Vicuna will put a runner on. And 1 out here for Herbert Iser. Iser reached on a fielder's choice his last time up. Looking to keep the line moving, Reading up 2 runs on 6 hits. No runs on 3 hits for the Curve. There's one outside. Ground ball left side. Bissonette comes in, goes to second. They get the play there. Another force out. But they don't turn 2. That's another opportunity for Altoona to try to create a double play, and they just can't complete it. So Iser reaches as Vicuna is out at second, 5-4 on the force. But there's a runner on first here for Sal Gazzo, and 2 outs now, top of the 4th. Reading leads Mountain City by 2. Ethan Wilson solo shot. Johann Rojas RBI single. Sal Gazzo, the switch hitter, batting here from the left side again. Struck out swinging his first time up. Gazzo chases curveball 1-1. Was going to play at Texas Christian University before his selection in the draft, signed for almost $3.5 million out of high school. Wow. Illinois Gatorade Player of the Year. We've got a couple of those on tap with Painter and Abel coming up as Gazzo chips this back foul. Also played football in high school, which is crazy. A 2-sport athlete and could have played at Northwestern, a dual scholarship there. Number 3 in the Pirates farm system, the highest ranked pitcher. Runner on first, Herbert Iser, 2 away, top of the 4th. 1-2 to Gazzo. Ground ball up the middle, diving Peguero, and it gets through. Herbert racing for third, no throw in. And a single for Sal Gazzo. Keeps the line moving. Runners on the corners for Reading. And 2 out. Here's the top of the order in Johann Rojas. Good piece of hitting by Sal with 2 strikes. And now they've got another runner 90 feet from home here. Runners on the corners. Corner infielders playing in. Rojas had an RBI single in his last at-bat. He'll take a first pitch strike inside. Quinn Priester, who I've said has pitched into the 90s, already had 56 offerings here. 0-1, down and away, good throw to first by Rodriguez. Actually almost sends it past the diving Nunez and into right field. But the first baseman dives and stops it on the pickoff attempt. And the count moves to 1-1. Iser on third, Gazzo on first. Ball misses down and away. I think Gazzo's trying to get off to second with a runner on third. Not super likely they'd make a throw down either way and put 2 in scoring position here for Rojas ahead in the count 2-1. There's a fastball that misses outside, 3-1. Fightin's up 2-0. They have 7 hits. They only had 5 in 9 innings yesterday. Well, already well past that here in the top of the 4th. Just 3 hits for Mountain City. The curve. Reading threatening, 2 on and 2 out, top of the 4th. 3-1, Rojas aggressively chases the curveball, and now the count is full. Pitcher of the year last year, out in High A with Greensboro. 3.04 ERA in 20 starts, 97 and 2/3 innings of work for Quinn Priester. Gazzo going, but it ends up being ball 4 outside, so he doesn't get credit for the stolen base as Johann Rojas walks to load the bases. Iser on third, Gazzo on second, Johann Rojas on first, and Carlos De La Cruz will come up with the bases juiced and 2 outs here, and that will prompt a visit from the pitching coach, Drew Bennis. Infield coming in here. They're all a part of this meeting on the mound. Quinn Priester already tagged for 2 runs on 7 hits. He has not given up more than 3 earned runs since joining the Curve on June 25th. Actually, June 19th. Reading a big opportunity to blow this game open early. Bennis heading back into the dugout. Rodriguez back behind the plate. Carlos De La Cruz getting some final insights from hitting coach Tyler Henson in the dugout. But Henny has said, at this point, you are prepared. You know what you need to do. You've put in the work. You're ready to go. This is time to turn your brain off and hit the ball. And De La Cruz will have a big opportunity here with the bases loaded and 2 outs on the board, top of the 4th. Priester outside, ball 1. De La 0 for 2 today, but he's leading this team's offense, batting .289 here for the Fightins, and has been very, very impressive since his call-up about a month ago. Iser, Gazzo, Rojas, left to right across the base paths. De La takes a fastball outside. He's up 2-0. There's no place to put him. And the heart of Reading's order is on deck. Manager Sean Williams outside the coach's box, ready to wave his runners home. Priester coming set. Time is called. Pitch clock violation. He took too long. Automatic ball 3. He was taking too long to get the sign. Leaning over from Rodriguez. De La Cruz now 3-0. And we'll see if he keeps the bat on his shoulder no matter the pitch. And he does, but it is ball 4. And Quinn Priester will walk in a runner with the bases loaded. Reading up 3-0. Back-to-back walks issued as De La Cruz gets the RBI. Herbert Iser coming home here. And Wendell Rijo will get an opportunity with the bases loaded. Gazzo on third, Rojas on second, De La Cruz on first. Everybody here is a good base runner. .3 Baseball Town, top of the 4th. First pitch outside, and Priester struggling to find the strike zone. Is some movement in the bullpen. Rijo, 2 for 2 today, single and a double. Could you imagine if he crushed a home run right now? That'd be sick. 1-0. Inside, fastball 95, but it misses. 2-0. This one clips the inside corner, goes again with the fastball. 1-1. I'm speaking it into existence here. The Fightin' Phils have had 4 Grand Slams this summer. 2 from Ortiz, 1 from Corridor, and 1 from Logan O'Hoppe. It's time to make it a 5th from number 5. 2 balls and a strike. Inside, 3-1, and once again, there is no place to put him. Gazzo, Rojas, De La Cruz, bases juice, 2 outs, top of the 4th. Priester, the 3-1. This is a line drive into left field that's going to drop in. Rijo drives in 2 runs. The play at the plate, no good. Rojas to third. The ball trickles into the outfield. He's coming home. Rijo to third, and a bases clearing. Double for Wendell Rijo. Puts another 3 runs on the board, 6-0 as he makes his way to third. There might be an error on that play that allowed the ball to go back into the outfield, I think. But wow, the Fightin' Phils pouring it on Quinn Priester here, the Pirates' number 3 prospect. I'll have to see how they score it. I think they should at least give him a double. And that's going to be that. The manager, Kyron Madison, coming out here. I don't see how this could reliever could be warm, but maybe he won't go to the pen. There's 2 outs. We'll see if he points. Now he points. All right, we're going to go to the pen. Rijo on third, 2 outs. Jalen Ortiz up in the batter's box. It's 6-0 Reading. A pitching change, but the damage really already done as Reading leads 6-0 on Wendell Rijo's bases clearing, what ended up being called as a single. But he'll get credit for, I believe, 2 of the RBIs, one of them coming home on an error. That was given to the catcher who threw the ball back into the outfield. And a pitching change as Brad Case comes in for Quinn Priester. The Fightins knock the starter out in the top of the 4th inning. And he pitches 2 balls inside to Jalen Ortiz. Rijo down on third. There's been 2 outs this entire time. Reading taking advantage early after being shut out yesterday. Pouring it on. Ortiz checks his swing, trying not to be hit by a pitch, but he does go around. Priester's line not closed is responsible. Two-one. Inside, 3-1. Waiting on deck, Ethan Wilson. Ground ball, left side, it gets through. Jalen Ortiz, an RBI single, drives in Wendell Rijo. It's 7-0 Fightins. And they are not done just yet here in the 4th inning. They'll bat through the order as Ethan Wilson comes up. The only one not to so far. And that will close the line on Priester here. Ortiz shuffles off the bag with 2 outs. He's going on contact. Lefty Wilson already having a home run today. He takes another ball below the knees, 2-0. Righty Case coming set on the third base side of the rubber. Wild pitch goes all the way to the backstop, and easily coming over into scoring position is Jalen Ortiz, and the Fightins taking full advantage of the curve here. Four hits for the Fightins, 5 runs, 2 walks, an error, a wild pitch. And there is ball 4 to Ethan Wilson, up and away. You can make it 3 walks as they'll put 2 on again. And Aldrum Corridor will get a second AB here. Struck out his first time up. But he can make a change, and they've already got somebody else warming in the bullpen here. Aldrum Corridor stepping in on the left side here against the righty Case. The Fightins up 7-0 now, looking for double-digit hits as they sit with 9. Ortiz, Wilson on the base pass. Corridor checks his swing on a breaking ball inside. Doesn't go around on the check, 1-0. Outside again to the lefty, 2-0. Outside, 3-0, and this curve pitching staff cannot find the strike zone. 7-0 Reading here in the top of the 4th. They've batted through the order and then some. 2 on and 2 out here. 3-0, Aldrum wasn't taking the bat off his shoulder there. Standing nice and tall. It's a called strike. Outside, 3-1. There's a called strike. And now the count is full. Payoff pitch, runners going, but it's ball 4, and for the second time this inning, the Fightins will load the bases via walks. The 4th walk. Ortiz to 3rd, Wilson to 2nd, Corridor on 1st, and here is Kevin Vicuna. And I don't want to say Reading could end this now, but man, could they. There's going to be another pitching change here. The manager, Madison, is coming out here as Case cannot find the strike zone. it looks like they're going to make the second call to the bullpen. Well, he's going to point. Does he point? There he does. He makes the call. And we'll have another reliever here as Reading tacking on to the curve. They're up 7-0 in the top of the fourth. This will give me some time to post Wendell Rijo's bases clearing single and give the reliever some time to warm up. Stuck in the top of the fourth in a very good way.
This pitching change brought to you by 5-Star Mitsubishi and Power Sports. Now pitching number 10, Omar Cruz.
Kevin Vicuna enters. Bases loaded. Ortiz, Wilson corridor, left to right across the diamond. 2 outs. There's been 2. All of this has been done on 2 outs. Reading had 2 outs before the first run of this inning scored. Now they've scored 5 on 4 hits, 4 walks, an error, a wild pitch. They lead 7-0, and Kevin Vicuna has a big opportunity here. He already has a hit on the day as he takes the ball inside. The third pitcher for Altoona coming in, Omar Cruz. They'll see a lefty here against the righty Vicuna. Jace is a 90-mile-an-hour fastball, 1-1. Off speed swinging goes Vicuna, 1-2. Batting through the order and then some here in the fourth. A single by Ortiz, back-to-back walks, put Wilson and Corridor on. 2 outs, the 1-2, and he chases down and away, and that will finally end the inning. But the Fightin' Phils, 5 runs on 4 hits, 4 walks, an error, and a wild pitch. If you can keep up, the most important part, Reading up 7-0. Bottom fourth coming up in just a moment.
The Reading Fightin' Phils are proud to partner with the Berks County Mental Health and Developmental Disabilities Program. Together, we are striking out the stigma in order to raise community awareness about mental illness and the prevention of suicide. With 3 simple words, "Are you okay?" the hope is to begin a conversation to show Berks County that we care. Suicide affects and hurts everyone, but help is here, and we'll work together to help raise awareness about suicide and identify what we can do as a community to prevent it. People in need of assistance and support should call Crisis Intervention at 610-236-0530. That's 610-236-0530.
Berks Immunization Coalition works to provide leadership and education in promoting age-appropriate immunization across the lifespan for all residents of Berks County. This is a coalition comprised of local physicians, nurse practitioners, school nurses, immunization coordinators, immunization advocates, and pharmaceutical representatives working to encourage continuity of immunization through medical resources. They focus on educating both the community and the providers. For more information, please visit www.immunizeba.org and click Local Coalitions.
Adam Leverett is going to get a second inning of work. He actually went back to the bullpen to get some more pitches in because it took so long. It was like a half-hour inning, and I don't think he minded. He certainly didn't mind Reading putting up a 5 spot, giving him a 7-run lead. I mean, you can't be mad about that. And so we'll get a second inning. He allowed a single, but he got a double play and a strikeout, so he only faced the minimum. Now we'll see Aaron Shackelford, Andy Rodriguez, and Matt Gorski. Big swinging strike down 0-2 very quickly here. Lev not leaving the right side of the rubber, waiting for Shackelford to get back in. 0-2, down and away. 1-2. Beautiful pink skyline coming across from right field. Sun beginning to set out of People's Natural Gas Field. Just a little bit longer of daylight. This is a foul ball back. He'll keep his count. Checking in on the Big Phils. Scoreless out in Miami, top of the third. Both teams just one hit, and that was Brandon Marsh of the Phillies. Lehigh Valley scoreless against Rochester. They're in the bottom of the fourth as well. Though I believe I think they started at 6:05 too. There's a ball outside, 2-2. Lev missing with the fastball. 2-2, high heat, 92 upstairs. And down swinging goes Shackelford. Second strikeout for Adam. First out here in the fourth. Andy Rodriguez coming up. Final line on Quinn Priester coming in. Just 3 2/3 as the Fightin' Phils tagged up the big prospect for 7 runs on 8 hits, 2 walks. He did get 5 strikeouts on 69 pitches, but by the end of it, he just couldn't find the strike zone. And neither could Brad Case, as he didn't get it out, giving up a hit and walking 2 on 15 pitches. It was Omar Cruz who finally got the job done. Technically, Case didn't have any runs on his line since they tracked back to Priester. Leverett, first pitch outside here to Rodriguez. Now a called one on the outside corner. 1-1 back-to-back lefties for the righty to see. Rodriguez flew out to right his first time up, although in a bullpen game, every at-bat that you take will probably be against a different reliever for the Fightins. Probably everybody getting 2 innings of work. Fly ball, left side, foul. He'll keep his 2-2 count. Chip back, foul again. One out here for Adam in the bottom of the fourth. Reading up 7-0, looking to keep this shutout alive. Fastball misses outside, full count. Big chase on the breaking ball, and Adam gets another strikeout here. He's actually struck out the last 3 batters he's seen, 2 away in the bottom of the fourth. Here's Matt Gorski, flew out to center his first time up. There's a called strike on the outside corner, 0-1. Middle infielders back deep, as are the outfielders. Corner infielders playing straight up here. Gorski had a good day down the stretch of yesterday's game. His first 2 at-bats, he was 0 for 2, but then he really connected on his final 3. 3 singles, 3 RBIs. 1-1 takes an off-speed pitch to his knees. 1-2. Swing and a miss. Leverett with the fastball strikes out the side. 1-2-3. And he sits down the Mountain City curve in order. As we head into the top of the 5th, we are up 7-0. And it's Reading's turn to bat.
You can add a delicious all-you-can-eat buffet to any Reading Fightin' Phil's game ticket for only $19. No need to visit the concession stand. You can add a 2.5-hour all-you-can-eat buffet to any ticket. This selection includes barbecue chicken, barbecue sandwiches, cheeseburgers, hamburgers, hot dogs, mac and cheese, corn, pasta salad, baked beans, potato salad, chips, fruit, cookies, and all Pepsi products. Call the Fightins at 610-370-BALL, order online at Fightins.com, or visit the Weidenhammer ticket office at FirstEnergy Stadium.
Unlike any other area in FirstEnergy Stadium, the Savage 61 dugout suite puts you in the closest seat to the action on field, located just feet away from the diamond on the first base side. With covered seating, abilities in motion accessible seating, and the most unique view around, your group will thank you over and over again for this one-of-a-kind experience. Tickets for the dugout suite start at $25 and include options to add food and drink packages.
The Reading Fightin' Phils are proud to partner with Mao Beer and Stockertown Beverage throughout the 2022 season. Mao Beer and Mao's Cinco Estrellas Lager, which is available in the Stadium Plaza Bar, has 128 amazing years of brewing history. Make sure to pick up Mao Beer and Mao's Cinco Estrellas Lager at FirstEnergy Stadium and our Plaza Bar throughout the 2022 season and through our partner at Stockertown Beverage. Mao Beer will be on site for all of our Fiesta Friday games with samplings of their amazing Cinco Estrellas Lager. Mao Beer is a proud partner of the Reading Fightin' Phils and all Fiesta Friday celebration games. Mao Beer, the 5-star taste and quintessential beer from Madrid. Please drink responsibly.
Nothing like a 5-run 4th inning, and then your reliever comes in and strikes out the side in the bottom half. That's what we're talking about here. Reading takes their 7-run lead into the top of the 5th. Herbert Iser will see the lefty Omar Cruz, who came in and got the final out of the 5th. Iser fouls this back, and the count evens at 1. He's reached on 2 fielders' choice, but did score a run back in the 4th. He'll smash this down the left field line, but it is foul into the Budweiser party deck. Reading 2 runs in the 2nd, 5 runs in the 4th, nothing across for the curve. Curveball misses on the outside corner of the crowd. Not happy with Treziak behind the plate, but if I look at my track man, it was right on the corner. 2-2. Now he chases that curve again, this time at the knees. And there is out number 1 here in the 5th. Salgazzo had a big single in the 4th to keep the line moving with 2 outs. Everything that happened in that 4th inning was all with 2 outs. First pitch inside to Gazzo against the lefty. The switch hitter will bat from the right side. Now he takes a fastball in the corner. 1-1. Working quickly is Cruz. This is chipped back foul. One, two. Gazzo chases a drop. Third strike will have to be thrown down by Rodriguez, and he gets there for out number 2. Now every batter that Cruz has faced, he has struck out, tracking back to Vicuna in the 4th. Top of the order here with Johann Rojas, looking to keep the line moving. Big swinging strike. Fastball misses outside, 1-1. Two and one. Another ball. Somebody warming up in the bullpen. Wish I knew who that was. Maybe Brett Schultz. That's who I think. There's ball 3, down and away. Two outs. Top of the 5th, Reading up 7-0. Up and inside, ball 4. And Johann Rojas will reach base successfully for the 3rd time today. As he takes a walk down to first with 2 outs, here is Carlos De La Cruz. Big swing at an off-speed pitch. 0-1, De La walked with the bases loaded in the 4th on 4 straight pitches. And then was able to come home on an error. Now he takes the ball below the knees, 1-1. Rojas getting some signs from Mike Jones out at first. Shuffling off the base paths, De La punches this deep to right field. Foul. Two outs, top of the 5th. Reading 7 runs on 9 hits, no runs on 3 hits for the Curve. The lefty deals, and De La Cruz chases for strike 3. The Fightin' Phils pick up a base runner, but they can't bring him past first. They'll take their 7-0 lead into the bottom of the 5th here in Toontown.
The Seidel Auto Group Deck Picnic appeals to both die-hard and casual fans with its summer picnic-like and fun tailgate atmosphere. During your picnic, you may even catch a souvenir, as the area is situated directly in prime home run territory behind the left field wall. Regular season tickets are $30 per person for groups of 20 or more, and children 4 and under are free. Visit Fightins.com/groups or call 610-370-BALL to reserve your group outing today.
Golden Oaks is an award-winning high-end golf club that offers golfers a country club experience without country club prices. With 5 sets of tees, golfers of every skill level will enjoy their game. Golden Oaks has Bogey's Pub, a beautiful pro shop, driving range, and learning center that will make any visit complete. Golden Oaks Golf Club is the perfect venue for private events and golf outings. Visit us for our newly opened golf simulators, complete with its own bar area and Bogey's Pub menu items available. You can stay in our beautifully restored 1850s farmhouse and then play our award-winning championship golf course. Each room includes full amenities, cable television, and quaint rustic decor. While on the premises, visit Bogey's Pub for lunch, dinner, or a relaxing beverage. We're ready to serve you here at Golden Oaks and look forward to the 2022 season.
Bottom 5. Fightins take their 7-0 lead here. And Brett Schultz will come up and induce a ground ball left side across the diamond. Salgazzo. First pitch And first out as Malcolm Nunez will take his bat and head back into the dugout. 2 innings for everybody here in a bullpen game. And somehow the Fightins have pitched less people than the Fisher Cats with an official starter on their mound. They're at 4, Reading just at 3 here. Adam Leverett's final line, 2 innings, 1 hit, 4 strikeouts. And I didn't even get to talk. I was so jacked up about the 5-run inning, and then he struck out the side, and I didn't even get to talk about his transition from starter to bullpen. As Schultz comes upstairs to Fabricio Messiah. Ball 1. But here's the thing. Adam started the season with 12 starts, right? He pitched 45 2/3 innings of work. He had a 7.49 ERA. They moved into the bullpen. He's only had 27 innings of work there, so just under half, or just over half innings. But he has a 2.62 ERA. That's an impressive transition. Popped up right side. Coming over is Kevin Vicuna taking 1 step into that outfield grass for out number 2. And here is Lolo Sanchez. So, you know what? That was, I don't know whose call that is to make, but it worked out really well for Adam. And hopefully we'll get to see him one more time in these final 3 games as Brett Schultz is out on the rubber. 3rd outing here in Double-A. And he's kept it clean so far. 2 quick outs for Lolo Sanchez as he takes a fastball 94 miles an hour inside. Schultz threw an inning and a third of work last Sunday, keeping it clean, inheriting some runners and stranding both of those. And in his debut, 2 clean innings of work. Ground ball will get up the middle. Sanchez draws it right back where it came from. And there's just the 4th hit of the evening for the Curve. Runner on and 2 outs here for Matt Frazier. Popped up, foul territory, third base side. Wendell Rijo is there to make the catch right at the coach's box. And a pop up into foul territory will end the inning. Altoona does get a hit, but Schultz strands him on, and a quick inning of work. To the 6th we go. Reading 7, Altoona 0.
Roof Max of West Reading is a safe, easy, proven, and affordable alternative to a complicated and expensive asphalt roof replacement. Roof Max's revolutionary new technology uses natural, plant-based bio-oil to restore shingles flexibility and instantly add 5 years of life to a roof. And treatment is around 20% of the cost of a complete roof replacement. From homes to commercial complexes, Roof Max of West Reading can help. Visit GetRoofMax.com or call 610-717-3949 for more information.
ROG Orthodontics is the proud official partner of the ROG Orthodontics Fightin Phil's Kids Club. Join today at Fightins.com to get your free ROG Orthodontics Kids Club t-shirt and visit FantasticSmiles.com for more information on why ROG Orthodontics is voted #1 in Berks and Monco. ROG Orthodontics and the Fightin Phils, 2 great hometown partners.
Cornwall Manor is an active senior living community on the 190-acre wooded campus in Cornwall, Lebanon County. The community offers independence and opportunities for wellness and fitness, as well as educational and musical programs, and the peace of mind of having convenient health care on site. Cornwall Manor offers a range of residential choices from apartments to homes. Prospective residents are welcome to visit us for lunch and have a chance to learn more about the community. More information is available online at cornwallmanor.org. Cornwall Manor, celebrating over 70 years of senior living.
Wendell Rijo will lead things off here in the top of the 6th. The Fightin Phils 7 runs on 9 hits. Altoona no runs on 4 hits. Last time Rijo was up, an RBI single driving in 2 and ended up getting to 3rd on an error. Takes the ball outside, 1-1. Omar Cruz in for his second clean inning of work, an inning and a third under his belt. He's struck out 4 of the 5 batters he's seen, as Rijo takes a strike, 1-2. He's had 3 hits today, 2 singles and a double. One-two by the lefty, up and away, evening the count, 2-2. Down and away, 3-2. Fightin' Phils have had a base runner in every inning so far. They have not been sat down in order during this game. Payoff pitch, chopped back foul, will go again. Cruz up to 26 offerings and nobody up in the bullpen yet. Reading will go with Schultz for another inning of work. And Rijo strikes out swinging on the fastball. Strikeout number 5 here for Omar Cruz. 5 of 6 batters. Only Johann Rojas has reached on a walk. Here is Jalen Ortiz. Jalen sends this back foul. Sun almost set here in Altoona, Pennsylvania. About 30 minutes from Happy Valley is where we are right now. And baseball under the lights. 3 more games left this season. Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. 2 6 o'clocks and a 1 o'clock to wrap things up here in Altoona for the season. I honestly can't believe it, but I think we've got just over 200 days since opening day next summer. There's a breaking ball that misses outside, 1-2. Ortiz gets the end of his bat on the ball. No man's landed shallow right, and Sanchez covers a lot of ground to get there for out number 2. Other than the ball that Andy Rodriguez threw into left field, there's been really good defensive work on either side. Here's Ethan Wilson. Home run in the second to start the scoring off Quinn Priester. Also walked as a part of the 4th. Takes a ball inside, southpaw matchup. There's a strike, 1-1. Ball misses down at his ankles, 2-1. Reading 2 runs in the second, 5 in the 4th. Leads 7-0. And Willie takes another one down and away just outside. 3 balls and a strike. 2 outs, top of the 6th as we merge into the back part of this ball game. Cruz deals ground ball deep in the hole at second, but there to make the play is Shackelford. And the first 1, 2, 3 inning for the Fightins today as they go down in order. Bottom of the 6th, Schultz with another inning. The Reading Fightin' Phils shutting out the Altoona Curb 7-0.
Cornwall Manor is an active senior living community on the 190-acre wooded campus in Cornwall, Lebanon County. The community offers independence and opportunities for wellness and fitness, as well as educational and musical programs, and the peace of mind of having convenient health care on site. Cornwall Manor offers a range of residential choices from apartments to homes. Prospective residents are welcome to visit us for lunch and have a chance to learn more about the community. More information is available online at cornwallmanor.org. Cornwall Manor, celebrating over 70 years of senior living.
The time has come for businesses to grow, to prosper, to innovate, to succeed. Tompkins Vist Bank continues to be a leading lender to companies in southeastern Pennsylvania. We make decisions locally and invest locally so local businesses can thrive. Call a business advisor today and see how we can help your business grow. Tompkins Vist Bank, locally focused, a world of possibilities. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
For Mountain City, third baseman number 12, Josh Bissonette.
Brett Schultz back out after a quick and clean fifth inning of work. He'll see Josh Bissonette, Leo Piguero, and Aaron Shackelford here in the bottom of the sixth as Reading leads 7-0. Bissonette takes the first pitch ball. The righty Schultz coming set at the waist. Big leg kick. And this is lined into right center field. Racing over De La Cruz is there. And he makes the catch for out number one. Top of the order here, Leo Piguero has one of just 4 hits for the Mountain City Curve today. Here's Leo Piguero. Down and away. 1-0. Ground ball left side. 1-1. Piguero batting .259 here, leading things off almost every game for Altoona as he holds up on an off-speed pitch outside, checking his swing, but on the appeal he does not go around. Breaking ball misses outside again, and Piguero up 3-1. Coming set, glove at the waist. Schultz deals up and in, and there is ball 4 that will send Piguero down to first. Already has a stolen base today. And there's a runner on here with 1 out for Aaron Shackelford. After being shut out by the Curve yesterday, 8-0, Reading looking to do something similar here to Altoona today. They have recorded 10 shutouts. They've been shut out 9 times this summer, so they're still on the positive side of that. Ground ball over to Vicuna at second. It pops off his glove into the air. It won't come out of the sky in time for him to make a play. And reaching safe at first is Shackelford, moving Piguero over to second. It was very sharp off the dirt. And we'll have to see how that goes in. And it looks like he'll get a hit. So Shackelford reaching safely on a base knock. 2 on and 1 out here for Endy Rodriguez. And the first time that really the Curve have threatened at all. The last couple times they've had base runners, pitching staff has gotten a big double play. First pitch strike from Brett Schultz. Big swinging strike, 0-2. Peguero on second, Shackelford on first. Schultz finding his grip in his glove. Not focused on the runners here. Now he'll look back. 0-2 to Rodriguez, and he gets him to chase in the dirt for strike 3, and that is a huge strikeout. Yesterday, the Fightin' Phils broke the all-time strikeout record for a single season with 10 strikeouts yesterday. So anything more than they get than what they already have is icing on the cake. With the strikeout from Schultz right there, they now have another 7 here today. 2 away and 2 on here for the designated hitter, Matt Gorski. Schultz deals called strike right inside. Peguero on second, Shackelford leading off first as a breaking ball misses outside. 1-1. There is somebody warming up in the Curves bullpen, so Redding should hit against another reliever in the next frame. Schultz seeming very calm right now as the 1-1 breaks. He checks the swing but doesn't go around. Not too frazzled with 2 runners on. Two one. Outside. Phillies down 1-0 as the Marlins got a home run from Jordan Groshans, his first in the big leagues. That game is only in the bottom of the 4th out at Marlins Park, and Lehigh Valley and Rochester still scoreless in the bottom of the 5th. 2 on and 2 out here. The 3-1 from Schultz is off his finger. A hit by pitch will load the bases here, and the first time that Altoona is really threatened with Peguero to third, Shackelford to second, and Gorski to first. Now, I will say there are 2 outs, but Redding did all of their damage in the 4th inning with 2 outs. Although now there's a force anywhere for Schultz as Malcolm Nunez, and that'll prompt a visit from the pitching coach, Matt Hockenberry. Now they're talking about a grand slam on the PA. Poor Malcolm Nunez. A lot of pressure up there. Corridor coming in to say something to Herbert Iser here. And Schultz. Now he's going to head back to first base. Fightin's had 2 runs in the second. Ethan Wilson, a solo shot, which there was no video of, unfortunately, or I would have posted it. Something happened with Altoona's feed. And Johann Rojas, an RBI single. Then the Fightin' Phils put up 5 runs on 4 hits, 4 walks, an error, and a wild pitch by the Curve. And that's how they lead 7-0. They have allowed 5 hits, 1 walk, and 1 hit by pitch in this game to the Curve. They have the bases loaded now. There are 2 outs here for Malcolm Nunez, who's 1 for 2 today. Is one of the 5 hits. And he'll have Peguero, Shackelford, and Gorski left to right across the diamond. Schultz, pitch down in the dirt. Iser blocks it with his body to keep it in front of him. 1-0. Chases a breaking ball down and away, 1-1. Inside. That was a close pitch. I can see it on the TrackMan here. That was a very close pitch. 95 with the fastball from Schultz. Bases loaded, 2 outs. Here's the 2-1. Perfect strike on the outside corner. Right in the middle of the zone outside. And it evens 2-2. Schultz very focused here. He gets a swinging strikeout, 94 with the fastball. Nunez chases upstairs, and with the bases loaded, Schultz slams the door with a punch-out. Keeps the curve off the board, and they strand 3 on the base pass. To the 7th we go. Reading 7, Altoona 0.
When the Reading Fightin' Phils get hungry, we turn to our team feed partners. Special thanks to Wild Missing Family Restaurant and Bakery, Squawk Cafe, Collegeville Italian Bakery Pizzeria, Jimmy G's Railroad House, Mimo's Italian Restaurant and Pizzeria, Jersey Mike's Subs, Klinger's on Cressonia, and Subway for making sure the Fightin' Phils front office is never hungry on game day. Our staff enjoys delicious meals from our team feed partners, but don't take our word for it. Find out for yourself today.
The Reading Fightin' Phils birthday party package is the best way to celebrate a birthday. Whether you are a youngster or an adult, there is no better birthday than a Fightin's birthday. The Fightin's Fan Birthday Package is customizable for fans of any age and starts at just $120. Base packages include 10 general admission tickets to a Fightin's home game, an autographed baseball, and a VIP reserved parking spot. Fans can also add a wide variety of experiences and options to make sure your favorite Fightin's fan's birthday is a grand slam.
To enjoy a perfectly crafted 1893 from the makers of Pepsi Cola, you must first appreciate its carefully selected ingredients. A dash of cola nut extract, a hint of real sugar, a splash of sparkling water, and a generous amount of attractive spokesperson. Trust me, I'm gorgeous. Cheers to 1893 boldly blended colas, a delicious balancing act of premium ingredients from the makers of Pepsi Cola.
Leading off the top of the 7th for the Fighting Phils, first baseman, the 40, Aldrin Corridor.
Into the 7th we go here as Jeffrey Passantino comes out for the Altoona Curve on their 4th pitcher here. He'll see Aldrin Corridor, Kevin Vicuna, and Herbert Iser. Passantino, a 3.45 ERA, has done solid work for the Curve this season as he sends Corridor a first pitch strike. Now one that breaks below the knees, 1-1. Cruz was very impressive, 2 1/3 innings of work. No hits, no runs, just 1 walk and 5 strikeouts in the 8 batters that he faced. And he did it on 38 pitches. Passantino misses outside, 2-1. A little bit of chirping at the home plate umpire, Mitch Treasy. Oh, there's an ejection. The manager, Kyron Mattinson, gets ejected after arguing a ball from the dugout, and he is going after Mitch Tresiak. Now he's going to get his money's worth because, he's already been ejected, so he might as well get up in his face and say his piece, which he does. And the crowd loving it. Cheering him on as he walks back to the clubhouse. He's going to have to get off the field. That's part of the ejection. Can't be in the dugout. And they've had a good amount of ejections. We've had a dozen. Let's see, they've had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And this one makes 8. He's had 4, so he's had half, the manager, which is good. You stick up for your guys. I think that's part of gaining their trust. And now Pasantino misses outside. It's 3-1 here to Aldrum. Called strike. He thought it was ball 4, ready to lay down his bat. Let's check. It was a strike. It was a strike. Very close. Payoff pitch from Pasantino. Ground ball up the middle. Diving Peguero at short. He throws wild, pulling Nunez off the bag, and Aldrum runs it out. And I think he should get a hit for that, which would be the Fightin's 10th, and it is. 10 hits for Reading as they get the leadoff runner on the board here in the 7th. Kevin Vicuna heading up to bat. A rogue baseball gets on the field, coming all the way from the Fightin's bullpen. That's the issue you have with having them on the field. Reading has it that way too, and there's always a guy out there protecting, but sometimes things just go awry. This is sent in the dirt over the plate for ball 1. Corridor shuffles off the bag at first. Nobody out, top 7. Reading up by 7, and this is sliced on the right side. It bloops for a single just beyond the infield. And what a nice piece of hitting from Kevin. First, he goes oppo. Second, it's in no man's land, and he moves the runner into scoring position as he gets a second hit of the day. 2 on, and nobody out. Here's Herbert Iser. Things are just going the Fightin's way today. First pitch ball to Herbert Iser. He is the only one not to reach successfully today on a technicality because he reached on fielder's choices, which technically makes him 0 for 3. He did score a run, though, as he takes a called strike, 1-1. 2 on, nobody out. Reading looking to increase their 7-0 lead. This is golfed in, and that will be a hit. Sends it right back where it came from. A single for Herbert Iser will load the bases, and everybody in the Fightin' starting 9 has reached successfully today in the box score. Corridor to third, Vicuna to second, and Iser on first. This is the 3rd time today that Reading has had the bases loaded. They've made good use of it 1 out of those 2 times. Actually, technically 4th, because Dela walked with the bases loaded, so then the bases were loaded again for Wendell. Okay, so that's 2. And then they loaded them again for Vicuna. He struck out. So I'll say this is the 4th time then. So Reading did something with 2 out of the 3 prior times with the bases loaded. That's how they're leading 7-0 on 12 hits. The most hits the Fightin' Phils have gotten in a game was 15. They've done that a handful of times this summer, but the last time they did it was versus New Hampshire on September 9th, so just last week when they had that 11-0 shutout. They're getting awfully close to that. We're only in the top of the 7th. A quick visit from the pitching coach. Drew Bennis here with the bases juiced for Sal Gazzo. He's 1 for 3 today. He'll bat from the left side against the righty Pasentino. And he takes the first pitch below the knees, 1-0. Big swinging strike. Corridor, Vicuna, Iser left to right across the diamond. Gazzo bumps this back foul. He's down 1-2, top of the order. And Johann Rojas waiting in the on-deck circle. Ground ball slow rolling to second. They go to the bag, but breaking up the double play is Iser with a good slide in. A run scores. It's 8-0 Reading. And just one out on the force. Allows Gazzo to reach on a fielder's choice. Vicuna shifts to third as Corridor comes across the plate. Really nice slide there by Iser. He should be really proud of breaking up that double play. And now here's the top of the order, Johann Rojas. With runners on the corners and one away, and Gazzo does get credit for an RBI there. Rojas takes the ball outside, 1-0. We'll see if Sal goes for second here. With a guy like Kevin on third, I don't know if Rodriguez would risk a throw down. And they think of the same thing I am because they go for a pickoff attempt at first, but diving in time is Gazzo. Two out. Below the knees. 3-0. And in danger of loading the bases for the 5th time tonight. Rojas has reached 3 times today, a single and a pair of walks as he takes ball 4 outside. You can make that 3 walks as the bases are loaded for the 3rd time. What am I saying? For the 5th time. 5th time. The second in this inning alone. And here is Carlos De La Cruz with the bases juiced. Vicuna, Gazzo, and Rojas left to right across the diamond. And the Fightins have had 3 walks a couple of times. The last was Jonathan Guzman on July 4th. Rojas does it today. 3 walks. De La takes a called strike inside. 0-1. He reached on a walk with the bases loaded back in the 4th, so his 2nd time up and a chance to do some more damage. Reading leading 8 runs on 12 hits. No runs on 5 hits for Altoona here. Top of the 7th. A line drive into center field will hang up in the sky long enough for Frazier to make the catch, but it is a sacrifice fly as Kevin Vicuna races home. It's 9-0 Reading. De La got that deep enough into center field to pick up the sack, and so he doesn't get an at-bat against him either. And Reading has really been good with those team at-bats. We talked about that on Tuesday when they had 2 sack flies, and one of those was De La. They'll have 36 on the season with 1 here, which puts them in the top half of the Eastern League. They also have 27 sacrifice bunts, which leads the Eastern League. Jonathan Guzman has laid down 8 successfully there. So 2 on and 2 out now for Wendell Rijo as he takes a called strike. He's had 3 hits in 4 ABs today. He'll have Gazzo on second and Rojas on first, looking to keep the line moving. Reading has already put up 2 runs in this frame. Big swinging strike, chasing the curveball. Down 0-2. Inside, it's a called strike 3. And Rio is caught looking to end the inning, but the Fightin' Phils pick up another 2 runs on 3 hits and a sacrifice fly. They lead 9-0. Stretch time here in Toontown.
Nursing home neglect is a serious problem. If you or a loved one has suffered from bed sores obtained in a nursing home or a fall down in a nursing home resulting in a fracture, our friends at Swartz Culleton can help. Call the attorneys at Swartz Culleton for a free consultation. Their phone number is 1-800-JUSTICE. That's 1-800-587-8423. Once again, call 1-800-JUSTICE today. Swartz Culleton is a proud sponsor of the Reading Fightin' Phils. The Reading Fightin' Phils are proud to partner with Humane Pennsylvania throughout the 2022 season. Humane Pennsylvania is the region's premier leader in animal welfare and empowers the people in our communities to increase their capacity to care for animals so that all animals are healthy, safe, and treated humanely. Humane Pennsylvania is proud to be a Fiesta Friday and Bark in the Park sponsor. Learn more about Humane Pennsylvania and how you can help build the best community for animals anywhere by visiting humanepa.org.
This is the Crazy Hot Dog Vendor coming to you from the radio booth. When I need to get somewhere in a hurry and the ostrich isn't cutting it, I hop on my Harley Davidson from Classic Harley Davidson. It's your one-stop shop for all your Harley needs. They have everything you need from boots, jackets, t-shirts, gloves, mugs, and oh yeah, they have a great selection of bikes too, which are almost as good on gas as an ostrich. Go to Classic Harley Davidson for everything Harley Davidson, and I'll see you at Harley Night.
Fans, let's get some Compros fan cam going. If you want to see yourself up on the big screen, get crazy. There we go. There's some crazy folks out in our audience tonight. Nicely done. Who else is going to get crazy? Get up on the big screen, courtesy of Compros. That looks staged. Come on, you can go crazier than that. Let's go. Yes, the kids are always good to a laugh. Come on. Way out there in the cheap seats. Next time, come closer, all right? Don't be so cheap. Hey, guys, what's going on tonight? Nicely done. We got one more. And there we are. Now with tonight's Compros Fanfare.
Two innings for everybody today for the Fightin's pitching staff as Brett Schultz's day is done after 2 clean innings of his own. Allowed just 2 hits and 1 walk and 2 strikeouts. On 28 pitches, he'll hand the ball over to Matt Seelinger here for the bottom of the 7th as Reading put up another 2 spot in the top half. They lead 9-0 after stretch time here at People's Natural Gas Field in Altoona, Pennsylvania. And so Seelinger has a lot of wiggle room. Looking to keep this shutout alive. Reading has shut out opponents 10 times this season, and it feels good after being shut out yesterday. Seal will see Fabricio Messiah, Lolo Sanchez, and Matt Frazier as he sends the ball inside. 1-0. There's another one that misses inside. 2-0. Fly ball out to center field. Johann Rojas tracking over in front of the warning track despite what the crowd wishes. And he makes a catch for out number 1. First appearance for Seelinger in this series. Here is Lolo Sanchez with 1 away. He is 1 for 2, one of the 5 hits for Altoona so far. First pitch called strike. 92 out of Seal. Down and away. The count evens. Just above the letters 2 and 1. Checking in on our Phillies, I saw another 3-run home run went up for the Marlins. They are up 4-0. The Phils have just 2 hits. And both of them are from Brandon Marsh. Line drive into left. It hangs up in the sky long enough that Ethan Wilson can come over and make the catch for out number 2. Here's Matt Frazier. Iron Pigs lead 1-0 against Rochester. They are in the bottom of the 6th. Johan Camargo sac fly. And Griff McGarry checks in for another bullpen appearance. Already has 2 quick outs on 7 pitches. Another pop-up out to center field. Rojas is there, and on the first pitch of the at-bat to Matt Frazier, Seelinger records out number 3, 3 balls in the air, and he sits down the side 1, 2, 3 very quickly in the bottom of the 7th, brings his team right back up to bat, top of the 8th. Reading 9, Altoona zip.
There you are in the great wide open when you hear it. Dinner time. When you're hungry, you're not going to let 5,000 feet of mountain get in your way. And if they try, that's what Kia's lineup of exceptionally capable SUVs with available all-wheel drive is for. The Telluride, Sorento, Sportage, and Seltos are how you know we take this pretty seriously. The SUVs and the dinner. Hurry into your local Kia dealer today. Kia, movement that inspires.
Visit kia.com for details. Always drive safely.
Feasers Incorporated, a family-owned, full-line food service distributor located in central Pennsylvania. Services restaurants, sporting facilities, theme amusement parks, healthcare facilities, educational facilities, and other institutions throughout Pennsylvania and the Mid-Atlantic region. For over 100 years, Feasers and its employees have committed themselves to making customer service their highest priority. Feasers works hard to provide customers with the products they require, delivered by their helpful fleet drivers. Feasers is large enough to serve and small enough to care. For more information, call 800-326-2828 or Feasers.com.
The Reading Fightin' Phils are proud to partner with the Berks County Mental Health and Developmental Disabilities Program. Together, we are striking out the stigma in order to raise community awareness about mental illness and the prevention of suicide. With 3 simple words, "Are you okay?" the hope is to begin a conversation to show Berks County that we care. Suicide affects and hurts everyone, but help is here, and we'll work together to help raise awareness about suicide and identify what we can do as a community to prevent it. People in need of assistance and support should call Crisis Intervention at 610-236-0530. That's 610-236-0530.
Top of the 8th, the Fightins due up, leading 9-0. Leading things off, Jalen Ortiz, Ethan Wilson, and Aldrum Corridor also due up. As Jeffrey Passantino surprisingly gets another inning of work. I guess they don't want to eat into their bullpen here in a 9-run deficit. He did allow 2 runs on 3 hits in the 7th. As Jalen chips 1 foul for strike 1. Popped up right side, giving Chase Nunez, it's about 10 rows back in the seats. No way he's getting there. Inside, Jalen takes 2 balls and 2 strikes. 1 for 4 today. Yep, RBI single in the 4th. And he takes strike 3. There's out number 1 here Ethan Wilson coming up to bat. First pitch strike to the lefty. Smashed a home run in the second to get the run scoring started for the Fightin' Phils. And you know what? I think that can't be discredited. Even in a 9-run game, it gave them such momentum. Pop up, foul, coming into the stands. And he's down 1-2. Infield shifted. Peguero almost back behind second. Dribbler over to third. The pitcher comes off the mound and he can't make a play. And Ethan Wilson sort of beats the shift there. Just went to the right or the left of the pitcher's mound. The pitcher's right had to come play it off, and the third baseman was back so deep covering the left side of the infield. Can't even make a play on it. They don't even throw. Probably better to just eat that instead of throwing it away anyways. And so the 13th hit of the game comes across for Ethan Wilson as he gets himself on first. Called strike outside. Ground ball, foul. Corridor down 0-2. I mean, everybody's been on base successfully. He's been on with 2 hits and a walk today. Popped up, out to left. Macias is there to make the catch. Out number 2 as Wilson stays put on first.
Second baseman, number 3, Kevin Vicuna.
Here's Kevin Vicuna. 2 hits today. Takes the first pitch ball from Pasantino. Up to almost 40 pitches here and nobody in the bullpen. It is his frame. Kevin pokes this back foul into the sweet section. Not too many people in the crowd here in Altoona. You can hear everybody and exactly what they're saying. And I think it's actually a bit chilly out there because lots of sweatshirts, lots of blankets. Even down in the dugout. Chases an off-speed pitch, which, if I'm reading that correctly, is 68 miles an hour from Pasantino. But he gets Kevin, who's way out in front. Ball and 2 strikes. Shuffling off the base pass at first is Wilson. 2 outs here. Top of the 8th, Reading up by 9 as Vicuna goes down swinging. And there will end the inning. Reading does get a base runner, their 13th hit with Ethan Wilson. They strand him on to the bottom of the 8th. We go up by 9.
The Fightin' Phils know who to call for trash and recycling services. A proven winner, JP Mascaro & Sons. The industry leader for over 50 years. Trust the familiar Mascaro Blue Elephant to provide dependable, quality service for your home or business. That's JP Mascaro & Sons, one of the top companies in its industry. Trash and recycling services for home, business, and industry. We are hiring and have open positions in Berks County. Check our website for open positions at jpmascaro.com or call 1-888-MASCARO. JP Mascaro & Sons, ready to serve you.
Berks Packing is a family-owned and operated meat processor located here in Reading, specializing in hot dogs, ham, specialty meats, and more. Berks Packing provides America's classic ballpark with quality products, including the highly acclaimed flat-top grilled hot dog. Join us for Burke's Packing Sunday Family Fun Days at Sunday home games all season long at FirstEnergy Stadium.
Lidl is a normal grocery store with aisles and shelves and high-quality groceries. But only Lidl has really low prices. Like so low they're too good to be true. But true. Lidl, suspiciously low-priced groceries.
Six outs left for the Altoona Curve here. They're down 9-0 as we enter the bottom of the 8th inning. Matt Seelinger, who had a 1-2-3 back in the 7th, will enter for another inning of work. He'll see Josh Bichonette, and then the top of the order, Liover Peguero and Aaron Shackelford. Seal needed just 8 pitches to get out of the 7th. Very efficient. Finishing his 2 innings of work here. Fightin's 13 hits to the Curve, just 5 today. The exact opposite happening to Altoona from what happened yesterday to the Fightins when they were shut out 8-0. Baseball's weird. This is sharply grounded past Wendell Rio at third. And there's a runner on to start things off as the Curve get their 6th hit. First pitch strike to Liover Peguero, top of the order. Single and a walk for the top prospect. There's a ball that breaks downstairs, 1-1. Ground ball up the middle. What a play. Backhanded at short. The flip to Vicuna. They get him there, but not at first. Running things out is Peguero. He reaches on the fielder's choice, but a nice play by Sal Gazzo at short to get a glove on it, and the flip to Vicuna on the bag. And that erases the leading runner, and it puts an out on. Here is Aaron Shackelford. Kyle Schwarber hit his 38th home run of the season. Put the Phillies on the board. They're down by just 3 now to Miami. He is second in the entire National League, only to Aaron Judge, who has 57 homers. So I think he's going to win that. But keeping ahead of Atlanta's Austin Riley. Picks up another one today. There's a ball below the knees. 1-1. Checking in at Lehigh Valley. They still lead 1-0 heading into the bottom of the 7th. Out in Rochester. Ball above the letters, 2-1. 2 alternate identities. Here today as the Fightins are dressed as the Hot Dogs since they sold their road grays. And they needed a colorful uniform for the trip to stand out against Altoona. Here's the 2-1 chip back foul. And then the Curve wearing Mountain City's uniform as a part of baseball lore. That dates back to the first team that was ever had in Altoona in 1884. A real-life recognized major league team, Altoona Mountain Cities, owed to the Alleghenies that trickle back behind the park. Really not a major league team, but it's part of the lore. Ground ball over to Corridor. He makes the play at second, but they don't have enough time to get it back to first. So again, they get the force out as Shackelford is safe on a fielder's choice. This one went 1-6 if you're scoring it in your book. That got Peguero at second, so there's 2 away. It's still a runner at first here for Endy Rodriguez. So it's just a tall tale with this guy named Germany Smith, who was out playing for the Altoona Mountain Cities, and they're bringing it back here, which I think is pretty fun, and the jerseys are cool. They're like a dark green, like sort of mountain-colored grass. That team didn't last long, like 25 games, I think they said. Rodriguez takes the first pitch strike. A wild offering gets through the legs of Herbert Iser. And Shackelford will now move over to scoring position here as the count evens at 1. The Fightin' Phils try to shut out the Curve, who have just 4 outs left in this ball game. No runs and 6 hits. They did make an error in the field. The Fightin's 9 runs on 13 hits. And I think if Altoona loses this game, they are out of playoff contention. Portland last night clinched with a win over Somerset, so those will be the 2 teams on the northeast side as Seal hits inside 1 and 2. And on the Southwest Division, Richmond clinched the first half. It's between really Bowie and Erie. Although I think if Erie wins, Erie's leading right now. So it could be Erie-Richmond. Rodriguez gets a piece of it, sending it back into his own team's dugout. Ball and 2 strikes. Shift on the lefty bat here. Runner on second, 2 away. Bottom 8. Home team batting in the bottom half. Fly ball out to center. Rojas going back just shy of the warning track. He is there to make the catch. A can of corn for out number 3. And while the Curve get a couple of base runners, they can't bring anybody across. Still being shut out 9-0 as we head into the 9th inning. Each team, 3 outs to go.
K Pool and Spa offers a variety of expert services for both in and above ground pools and hot tubs. They provide the service for Pool Pavilion at the FirstEnergy Stadium and keep it clean and maintained throughout the entire season. Based in Reading, Pennsylvania, they've been family owned and operated for 40 years. Turn to K Pool and Spa for the best value and professional service.
International Fireworks is the official fireworks provider for the R-Phils. International Fireworks shoots all 33 fireworks shows throughout the R-Phils season, including 6 Mega Blast fireworks shows. International Fireworks also provides the pregame fireworks after the national anthem at each game. International Fireworks has a retail store in nearby Douglasville, Pennsylvania, where you can purchase all of your fireworks. Visit fireworksrus.com for more information about the International Fireworks retail store in Douglasville. Thanks again to International Fireworks, the official fireworks provider of the R-Phils.
Looking for the place to have the ultimate family fun at the Fightin' Phils game? Look no further than Capital Blue Cross Funland. Capital Blue Cross Funland features the most exciting games and entertainment at the ballpark, including speed pitch, mini golf, ring toss and peach basket toss, mascot autograph booth, a bounce house, and the incredible giant inflatable slide. Bring your family to all the fun at their next R-Phils game at Capital Blue Cross Funland.
Top of the 9th, 3 outs left for each team. Herbert Iser, Sal Gazzo, and Johann Rojas are due up here to start off the top of the ninth as Iser takes a first pitch strike. Reading 9 runs on 13 hits, no runs on 6 hits for the Curve. Another 2 clean innings of work out of Matt Seelinger as Herbert chases a pitch down in the dirt, 0-2. Fastball misses outside. A ball and 2 strikes. Reading put up 2 runs in the second, a Wilson home run and a Rojas RBI single. A 5 spot in the fourth is really what got them ahead, knocking out the starter Quinn Priester early on. Iser chases an 84-mile-an-hour off-speed pitch, and there's out number 1 in the ninth. Then they put up 2 more in the top of the 7th on 3 hits and a sacrifice fly. That's how they lead 9-0. Here's Sal Gazzo. Single in an RBI and a run scored. He'll bat from the left side here. Takes the first pitch ball. Big swinging strike. 1-1. Cameron Junker will get the final inning of work as Pasantino's done after 2 innings of work. Junker, a righty reliever, gets a chipped back foul ball from Gazzo, 1-2. Pasantino, 2 innings of work, 4 hits, 2 runs, 1 walk, 3 strikeouts on 40 pitches. And this is the first time we're seeing Cameron here in this series. I think that pretty much wraps everybody up on the bullpen on either side. Began the season in Greensboro, getting the call up just at the beginning of September. So only 2 appearances, both coming against Erie last week. And 2 clean innings of work. Gazzo takes the ball 2-2. Up and away, full count. Junker, 10th round draft pick in 2019 out of Notre Dame. Might have been a year off from Matt Vierling, I think. Gazzo, slow roller up to the pitcher. The first baseman fields it and flips it to the covering Junker at first. Good communication there by the defense. That was the first baseman's play to make, and the pitcher did exactly what he should have done and came over to cover. There is out number 2 as we go to the top of the order with Johann Rojas. Rojas has walked 3 times today and also has an RBI single. Inside, ball 1. Right back to the pitcher. It knocks him down. The second baseman, Shackelford, is able to make the play. On his seat is Junker, but he's okay. He gets up and jogs off the field, and the Fightin' Phils go down in order for just the second time today. Bottom of the 9th, they're up by 9, and it's the first time we're going to see this frame in this series as Reading looks for their first win against Altoona.
The Reading Fightin' Phils are pleased to present you with their classic game program, all electronically. This program has information on the coaching staff, player roster, and front office staff. It also includes feature stories and alumni reports on all of your favorite guys who spend time in baseball town. Visit ourphils.com/programs to check it out.
Our Phils fans can continue to expect great performances all season long on the Burke's Commercial Roofing stage. It's the home of great local talent, including the Our Phils mascot band. Burke's Commercial Roofing prides itself on being a locally owned and operated company that puts an emphasis on customer service. They provide free on-site estimates and can handle any size repair, restoration, or replacement. Visit burkscommercialroofing.com or call 610-717-3949 for more information. And And don't forget to sit back, relax, and enjoy the show at the Bricks Commercial Roofing Stage at America's Classic Ballpark.
At Savage 61, our goal is to assist you in making a confident decision. Our friendly professional staff members are available to answer your questions and listen to your needs. Whether you're shopping for a new or pre-owned vehicle, we're ready to help you with your search. Visit our dealership on Pottsville Pike.
Star Mitsubishi and Power Sports now pitching for the Fightin Phils, the 28 Phillies, Sullivan. Leading off the bottom of the ninth for Mountain City tonight, powerhouse of power hitter, designated hitter number 35, Matt Gorski.
Billy Sullivan enters for the ninth inning. Just needs 3 more outs against the Altoona Curve to secure this 9-0 victory as he comes inside. Matt Gorski takes the ball. Malcolm Nunez and Fabricio Messiah all due up. Fightin Phil's 13 hits. The Curve just 6 tonight, and they did make an error in the field. Inside, a called strike, 95 out of Billy. Good day for the Fightins after being shut out yesterday, bouncing back impressively. This is smoked back foul into the stands. And Billy gets ahead 1-2. Infield, outfield, back deep, but it doesn't matter. Matt Gorski foul tips it right back into the glove of Herbert Iser, and Sullivan picks up a strikeout for out number 1.
First baseman number 48, Malcolm Nunez.
Here's Malcolm Nunez, 1 for 3 today. Popped up. Foul territory. Sullivan is sprinting towards the dugout. It's about 3 rows back. You got to give him some credit there along with Corridor and Iser. Everybody wanted that ball. But it's going to end up with the fan as he hits 96. Gets the first pitch strike to Nunez. Sent back foul, quickly down 0-2. Phillies still trail 4-1. Lots of baseball left. They're only in the top of the 7th. Out at Marlins Park, Lehigh Valley still leading 1-0. They're heading into the bottom of the 8th in Rochester. 1 out here, bottom 9. Reading up by 9. The 0-2. Sullivan misses above the letters. 1-2. Checks his swing. It doesn't matter. Called strike 3. Sullivan's breaking ball hits the inside corner. And it is a called strike for out number 2. Here's Fabricio Messiah. Sullivan just named Pitcher of the Year for the Fightins. Really happy for him. It's been really good out of the bullpen for Reading. And a great teammate as well. Macias takes a called strike. 2 outs now. The curve trying not to be shut out at this point. Reading would love this shutout. They've done it 10 times already this season. 0-1. Big swing and a miss down 0-2. 1 strike away. They shut out the curve last on June 9th. That was a 1-0 win for the Fightins. Much different game here today. They lead 9-0. 0-2. Right down the middle, called strike 3, and Billy Sullivan strikes out the side. And that will do it. The Fightin' Phils win 9-0 over the Altoona Curve. 13 hits to their just 6. And solid defensive work. A job well done all around for the Fightin' Phils. As they take 1 game in this series down 2-1, but 3 more games left to play this season as the Fightin' Phils and the Altoona Curve wrap up 2022. And I believe this loss for Altoona knocks them out of a playoff spot. So neither of these teams will play after Sunday. That will wrap things up. 2 more 6 o'clock games and then a 1 o'clock game on Sunday. Tomorrow, a good matchup. Andrew Painter versus Carmen Majinski. Both righties, and that's the Phillies' #1 prospect getting what could be perhaps his final start of the season here in Altoona. So fans, thanks so much for joining me. 6 o'clock tomorrow. I'll see you then. Your final score today, Reading 9,